Welcome to Break the Board Sports. This is your boy RJ Cash going through on a Wednesday, hump day. Only 5 days left in the MLB regular season. Let's hop right into it. Yesterday was a little rough for us. Houston, they just can't get the win. That was a killer. And the Cincinnati Reds, like I said, each and every day try to bet that team. They fall on their face. They're so close to being able to get the wild card and just shoot themselves in the foot against a horrible team like the Pittsburgh Pirates. Again, click that like, hit subscribe. Let's run down through these. You got one day game, Atlanta Braves, Washington Nationals in this one. Now, the Atlanta Braves are laying $2 plus 145 on the comeback for the Nats. Braves now have had just a commanding advantage over the Washington Nationals in their time, as they have taken 12 of the last 14 matchups. Braves are on a 10-game winning streak. Washington 1-5 the last 6 on the road against Atlanta. Atlanta 7 had went over 5 of the last 7 meetings. Your pitchers in this matchup have not been listed yet for this game, but again, can't lay $2 with the Braves and can't get the comeback with the Nats. Just dead team. A good game though is the Milwaukee Brewers and the San Diego Padres. Right now, Padres have taken 7 of the last 10. Brewers going to take Chad Patrick to the hill, 1-4 with a 3.38 ERA. Faced the Padres back on June 6th. Went 6 innings, 4 hits, 1 run, 6 strikeouts in that one. Dylan Cease, 3-2 with a 4.26 ERA, will get the opposing call in that matchup. Right now at FanDuel, you got the San Diego Padres laying $1.13 plus 102 on the comeback for that one right now at FanDuel. If you look at a couple other games or a couple other trends have here, Milwaukee and San Diego, and just bear with me, having some technical issues here. San Diego 6-3 straight up their last 9. Between these two teams, the over is cashed 10 of the last 14 meetings that these two teams have hooked up. Milwaukee just 1-4 their last 5 in San Diego and 1-7 on the road. I talk about this all the time. These teams that can't play on the road are really going to struggle. Brewers have really fallen off as of late. The Detroit Tigers fell off as of late. I mean, we had the Tigers yesterday. If they can't get a win with Terrence Skubal on the bump, I really don't know how they're going to be able to really survive in the playoffs. So again, when you look at it, these teams got to be able to win on the road. And the Milwaukee Brewers, as far as playing the San Diego Padres, and they might rehook up in the playoffs if Milwaukee doesn't get that 1 seed, would be very interesting considering how San Diego has controlled this series between these two teams. Next game on the board here, we got the Tampa Bay Rays at the Baltimore Orioles. We said play the Orioles yesterday. Orioles minus $1.17, plus 106 on the comeback. In this one, Orioles cashed yesterday. They've taken 6 of the last 10 versus Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay just 1-5 straight up on the road its last 6 games, and 5-12 straight up their last 17 overall. Tampa Bay just really fallen off. Baltimore, though, they've been much better. 14-7 over their last 21. They've played extremely well. The under has cashed in 6 straight games for the Baltimore Orioles. Your pitching matchup, Shane Baz will get the call for the Rays. Been a little bit better as of late. Got hammered there earlier in the year. 2-3 with a 3.70 ERA. For the Baltimore Orioles, Tyler Wells, 3-2 with a 3.67 ERA, gets the call. I'm going to take the Orioles today, again, laying $1.13. Actually, just popped to $1.18, so that line is on the move for sure. But the Orioles are going to be the play today. Detroit Tigers and the Cleveland Guardians. Well, it's happened. These two teams, the Guardians have finally ran them down, which is just incredible to think about. You know, the Tigers had such a commanding lead. I want to say they were up like 12 games at one time. Right now, they're tied even. Yankees only a game back of the Blue Jays. Mariners last night were able to clinch a playoff berth, but they still got the division alive. Padres a game and a half back of the Dodgers. So going to be really, really interesting today. Detroit has lost 7 straight. They're 1-5 their last 6 versus Cleveland. Cleveland has won 11 of their last 12 games, including 5 straight at home. But they're just 2-4 straight up the last 6 when playing Detroit at home. We thought that was going to be a good spot yesterday. Why that manager pulled Scooble, I'll never understand. Jack Flaherty gets the call for the Tigers, 1-4 with a 5.04 ERA. His last start was just 7 days ago. 5 innings, 3 hits, 1 run against the Guardians. And then Tanner Bibee gets the call, looking like the Tanner Bibee of old, 3-2 with a 3.18 ERA. He had an outing 7 days ago as well. 6 innings, 4 hits, 1 earned run. Guardians ended up getting that game 3-1. Right now at FanDuel, you got the Cleveland Guardians. Cleveland Guardians laying $1.30 plus 110 on the comeback for Detroit. I mean, it's either Guardians or nothing. I just don't want to hop on them now and get bit and feel stupid. 11-1, I hop on them and they lose. Reds laying $1.16 minus 102 on the comeback for the Pirates. Your over-under set at 7. Juice minus 118 to the under. I know it's a tight under here. Pirates winning yesterday 4-2, but I would look at it because you got Paul Skeens Day, 3-2 with a 1.30 ERA. His last outing back August 7th against the Reds, 6 innings, 7 hits, no runs allowed. Reds will send Hunter Green 3-2 with a 3.03 ERA. He faced the Pirates back April 13th, 7 innings, 2 hits, no earned runs. I know 7's a really short number, but I'm going to go ahead and bite. I'm going to take the under in this one, 7 in the Reds and the Pirates game. Marlins and Phillies will hook up. Phillies laying $1.96 plus 164 on the comeback. You're over under 8 minus 110 both ways. Marlins rallied last night to get the 6-5 win. Phillies had a chance to close on the Brewers, did not do it. Ryan Weathers gets the call for the Marlins, 3-2 with a 3.80 ERA. For the Phillies, Jesus Luzardo, the southpaw, will face his old team, 2-3 with a 3.98 ERA. Line's just a little too high for me to want to get involved here. Going to be a pass. Yankees and the White Sox. Max Fried will get the call. Yankees now, they continue their dominance. So it was a little sketchy. I got to say, I can't take the Yankees serious. They got first and second, nobody out. And Boone's bats really bailed him out. But I said they need to bunt the runners over to second, third, take the double play out of it. What's he do? Double play. They walk Judge. But should never have been there. Should have walked Judge, had the bases loaded with 1 out. Again, that's why I just can't take that guy serious. Yankees have taken 12 of the last 14 against the White Sox. White Sox just 1-9 straight up their last 10 games overall. The under is cashed 9 of the last 11. Yankees 8-3 straight up at home. But the line here is just incredibly high. You got the Yankees laying $3, and actually that's ticked up a little more, $3.75. Run lines minus $1.64. So something you would have to look to do is possibly parlay it. Frazier Ellard, who's a bullpen guy, gets the call for the White Sox today. Max Fried, again, 5-0 with a 1.89 ERA. Basically, I would just say look to parlay the Yankees with anything you can, but I would do it money line. Don't fool with that run line because yesterday they got bid on that. Red Sox got the 4-1 win over the Blue Jays. Blue Jays desperately need a win, but not going against the best of pitchers to try to do it. Garrett Crochet, 5-0, but does have a 4.35 ERA. His 2 outings against Toronto allowed 2 runs and 1 run. Max Scherzer, Mad Max, one of my favorite pitchers of all time, has really struggled, man. 3-2 with a 9.45. The Blue Jays are in all kinds of trouble like the Tigers, just falling apart. Red Sox laying $1.32, comeback plus 112. For the Blue Jays, your over-under sets at 7.5, juice minus 120 to the under. Click that like, hit subscribe. We have shorts every day running down the MLB card. We just put out one on the Friday night college football stuff. Tomorrow we'll have 2 released for college football along with baseball, so a lot of content coming for you. And then Friday is NFL day, all kinds of NFL shorts. You'll get 3 of them released to help you become a better handicapper. New York Mets and the Chicago Cubs will hook up. Mets and Cubs. Right now, Cubs minus $1.22, plus 104 on the comeback for the Mets. You're over under 7. It's juice minus 118 to the under. Matthew Boyd will get the call for the Cubs, southpaw against John Tong. Now, look, the Mets hit the cover off the ball yesterday. The Cubs really struggled and really shot themselves in the foot. They had numerous chances to win that game, just couldn't get it done. Chicago Cubs have now lost 6 straight. The total has gone over 4 of the last 5 games the Cubs have played in. They're just 1-4 the last 5 times they've met against the New York Mets at home. Despite that, I'm going to ride the Cubs to break the streak. I know the Mets need the game, but Tong has not pitched well. I know the bats are hot, but the Cubs need to get going before the playoffs here. They have a legitimate shot. Texas Rangers will host the Minnesota Twinkies. Rangers laying $1.98, plus 166 on the comeback for the Twinkies. You're over under 7.5. Juice minus 122 to the under. Twins got the 4-1 win yesterday in this matchup. They're now 12-6 their last 18 versus Texas, despite being 4-8 on the road. Texas has now dropped 8 straight. Their playoff chances are dunsie. Taj Bradley will get the call, 0-5 with a 7.82. Jacob deGrom, 2-3, but a 4.28 ERA. Not used to what we're seeing from deGrom. I talked about the Yankees and parlaying them with whoever you could. Possibly you look and you say Yankees and Rangers. That would get you minus 111. You got to think at some point in time Texas is going to win a game, but without Simeon and without Seager, really, really makes things hard for them for sure. 3 more here on the docket. Dodgers and D-backs hook up. D-backs plus 130. Dodgers laying 154 on the road. Your over-under is 8.5. Blake Snell gets the call for the Dodgers, 2-3 with a 2.97 ERA. D-backs got the 5-4 win yesterday. Now, Snell, he faced Arizona back August 29th, 5 1/3, 4 innings, 3 hits he gave up. Ryan Nelson, 2-3 with a 2.17. He's been outstanding for the Arizona Diamondbacks. Arizona 7-2 their last 9 games, 9-3 their last 12 at home. The under between these two teams has cashed 6 of the last 9, and that loss yesterday for the Dodgers over their last 20 games has dropped them to 6 wins and 14 losses. They just have not played well on the road. Again, it would be D-backs or nothing. D-backs still in the mix here as we look at the updated standings for the wild card in the National League. Mets have a game up on the Arizona Diamondbacks and a game up on the Cincinnati Reds. So this is going to be really, really fun. Now, the Cubs, like I said, they got to keep winning because the Padres, even though them and the Padres have both clinched, Padres are only a game and a half out. So a lot of work to do still for the Chicago Cubs, going back to that other reason I like the Cubs today. Rockies and Mariners. Mariners, again, they clinch a playoff spot last night, but the division is still in doubt. Rockies 1-9 straight up their last 10 on the road, 1-6 their last 7 in Seattle. Seattle has clipped off 9 straight games at home. Seattle laying $3, comeback 245, over under 7.5, juice minus 120 to the over. This is that time of the year where lines end up going through the roof. Now, Seattle struggled yesterday despite getting past Colorado 4-3. Wasn't pretty. Tanner Gordon gets the call for the Rockies, 3-2 with a 4.23 ERA. Luis Castillo gets the call for the Mariners, 3-2 with a 4 flat ERA. I would say we went with it yesterday. I would go back to the well again with it today. Yankees Mariners parlay puts you minus $1.45 there at FanDuel. Another game, we're going to skip the Cardinals and Giants. We're going to go to the Houston Astros and the Sacramento A's, and the Astros need this game in the worst way possible. They're laying $1.32 on the road, plus 112 on the comeback for the A's. Your over-under sets at 9. It's juice minus 110 both ways. Houston has now lost 6 straight to the A's after that loss last night. A's 9-3 over their last 12, and they've taken 5 straight at home. Houston has gone under the total 6 of their last 8 games. Now, despite the A's running off 6 in a row yesterday, 5-1, listen to the last 4 scores of these teams that the A's have taken. 15-3, 5-1, 7-1, 5-1. I mean, the Astros, that Alvarez injury really starting to show up. But listen, if the Astros can't win this game today, they're not going to win one against the A's. Hunter Brown, 2-3 with a 2.01 ERA. He has 2 starts versus the A's this year, both in May and July. Only gave up 1 run in each of those. For the Oakland A's, Luis Severino gets the call, 3-2 with a 4.15. He has 3 starts against the Astros this year, 2 and 1 run. So he has pitched well against them. But I'm going to go the well one last time with the Astros. If you look at the updated standings right now, Astros desperately need the game. They're a game behind the Tigers, 3 game behind the Mariners for the division. I think that's Dunsey. But 1 game behind the Tigers for the wild card are the Astros. It's either going to be Tigers, Astros, Guardians get that last wild card spot. So the Astros cannot afford to fool around here. They got their best pitcher going. I'll lay the $1.32 on the road. So today, going to go with the Astros minus $1.32. We're going to do that Mariners Yankees money line parlay. We're going to take the Chicago Cubs. We're going to take the under in the Reds Pirates game, and we're going to run back to the well with the Baltimore Orioles as they've been red hot lately, going 9-3 over the last 12. Again, I'm RJ Cash. Check us out, breaktheboardsports.com. You'll have all your football notes loaded in Friday for the NFL, quick hitter betting notes to help you become a better handicapper. Check out our other videos and content. We got, again, all betting trends, angles, leans, everything to help you become a better handicapper. Click that like, hit subscribe for us. God bless and happy handicapping.